Okay, there we go. Well, other than YouTube complaining about my resolution, which I don't want to push too much because I don't want to overwhelm my bandwidth. So, everyone loves text-based adventures, right? How about text-based adventures as dictated by an AI algorithm? Everyone loves that, right? Sure hope so. Let's see. So we've got a couple of settings here. Fantasy, mystery, apocalyptic, zombies, cyberpunk, and custom. So what should I go with? How about a good old fashioned fantasy, huh? And I apologize in advance for loud noise from a mechanical keyboard that is a little on the old side. Oh, everyone likes a wizard, right? There's no bard. So, wizard. Enter your character's name. What should the name be? Let's see. Do hopefully you can read that. It just occurred to me that maybe the diminished resolution makes that hard to see. There you go. I am the wizard magic fought.
It on the floor. Congratulations, you picked it up.
Okay. Well, that was a random computerized voice I was not expecting. You are Magic Fart, a wizard living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a staff and a spellbook. You finish your long journey and finally arrive at the ruin you've been looking for. You have come here searching for a mystical spellbook of great power called the Book of Essence. You look around and see it on the floor. Congratulations, you picked it up. So, I'm assuming my journey and mission is over. Wait, what? It says I look around and see it on the floor. Congratulations, you picked it up. Why is my next quest finding the same book? Okay. I will celebrate my victorious. Wow, can't spell victorious. That's amazing. Victorious. What am I looking for? Acquisition of the Book of Essence.
You move towards the ruin, hoping to hide it from prying eyes. Moving as quickly as you can, in fact, you leave the road and make your way onto an overgrown field, where trees and bushes grow all the way up towards the sky. You find a pretty nice spot under a tree, wear one, and settle yourself down. You quickly begin reading the spell that unlocks some of the power hidden inside the book. As you concentrate, strange symbols begin to glow on the pages.
Heck. Hopefully you can hear that, because it's playing over the speakers, and I'm guessing it's getting picked up by the microphone, so hopefully my audio levels are okay. So, yeah. I'm reading it. Strange symbols glow on the pages. Touch. Glowing symbols. Because, I mean, what are you gonna do? Just ignore glowing symbols?
The symbols with a bright golden glow appear on the opened pages. As you read the spell, you close your eyes and begin to think about the spell and what it is you're looking to achieve. You don't know if this will work, but you hope so, because you haven't got much time. Time passes by very slowly.
Wait, what? I'm a little lost. So I don't know what I'm trying to achieve, but I hope it works. And for some reason I don't have much time, yet time is moving slowly. Okay. Let's open eyes. I don't know what I'm supposed to expect.
As you open your eyes, you look down at the spell on your fingers, concentrating on it. Then, as if the heavens have decided to give to your plan a bit of luck, a low rumbling comes from behind you. You turn around quickly. And you see a dragon sitting behind you. This beast seems much larger than the tiny dragons you've seen from afar. Actually, it looks like a wyvern.
Wyvern. If I recall right, wyverns are... So they got like 2 legs in the back and just wings, right? With like maybe tiny toes on the wings. So they don't have 4 legs and a separate set of wings, if I recollect right. So I'm gonna say hi to the wyvern. Hello there, Mr. Wyvern. I'm not gonna put a question mark behind it. I don't know. What else are you gonna do?
You call out to the dragon, which turns its head towards you slowly. Smoke arises from the creature's nostrils as it lets out a low growl. Just then, you hear a voice in your head. The mind of the wyvern, as you'll soon find out, is not the sharpest knife in the swamp. But then again, neither is the average human intellect.
Are you calling me dumb? Is that it? Is the narrator calling me dumb because I tried to say hello to a wyvern? Let's see. What to do? Let's I don't know, continue to talk to it? You know what? Let's try something random. Let's offer the wyvern some food from my backpack. I don't know. Let's see.
The wyvern opens its mouth wide in an act much like that of a beached fish. You carefully place the food in its mouth. It closes its mouth and you go up to its head and begin scratching its nose as per the commands the voice in your head gave you. The wyvern seems to enjoy this and soon falls fast asleep, though you know the spell will soon wear off. It has worked.
What, summoned a wyvern, which I just fed, and it's now gonna disappear? Okay. I like how it says it opens its mouth wide in an act like that of a beached fish. Wow. What a way to describe opening a mouth. Well, fast asleep. Let's wait until it wakes up. I'm gonna ride a wyvern. If I can befriend a wyvern, I'm gonna ride a wyvern.
The wyvern wakes up after a bit and opens its eyes on both sides and lets out a rumbling growl as it looks around. You walk over to it and begin rubbing it under the chin, which seems to make it quite content. Meanwhile, the dragon riders have finished setting up their tents, surrounded by the bodies of their dead.
Wait, what? Where did dragon riders come from, and where did the dead come from? This was totally omitted from the story just a bit ago. May I ride you? Oh, no way, I should probably ask its name before I ask to ride it. That would be good manners, right?
Wyvern. The creature simply replies. You study the beast's face for a bit, it seems fairly typical, bits of jagged bone protruding where one would assume a nose would be, small eyes deeply set into a head with small horns. In any event, strong scales cover its whole body except for tiny wings hidden close to its back, sharp talons for hands with long curved claws.
Okay. So he's not going to win any beauty contests, but he might still be rideable. Ask Wyvern if I can ride him.
Of course. The beast roars, as if answering your question. You hop on the wyvern's back as it struggles to get airborne. As you're about to fall to your death, you grab the wyvern's tail, which is thankfully extended enough, and hold on for dear life.
What did I just do? Tumble off his back? What? Okay. Climb up tail and mount the wyvern. Not myvern. Wyvern.
And that is how you have arrived at this moment. The wyvern is flying high above the landscape as you've managed to climb up its tail, where you find yourself able to control where the beast will go by scratching it roughly in the right direction. An oracle has spoken.
Okay. I haven't heard an oracle, but I like that I control it by scratching it. What the heck? I'm not quite sure where I'm scratching it. Is it like on the back of his head? Or am I still reaching, scratching under his chin? What does the oracle say?
As mentioned, the oracle has spoken. Your embarrassing stunt has awakened the dragon within you, in effect raising your own dragon, not to mention drawing the ire of the dragon hunters. Not having much else choice, you head towards the closest village with a transmutation booth. Obtaining the body of a dragon and the tail of a wyvern, you acquire the dragon body.
Wait, what? That... Did someone turn over 2 pages at once? What the... So... I got on a wyvern, almost fell off, grabbed its tail, mounted it, flew with it for a while, and somehow awoken the dragon within me. How much choice you head towards the closest village with a transmutation booth? Is this like the suicide booth in Futurama? Just step inside. And it just randomly assigns to me a body of a dragon and a tail of a wyvern. So, do I still have a human head, arms, and legs? Okay, look in mirror.
You look at your reflection, you are young 15, strong, 5, and healthy. You are not ugly, but you certainly don't find yourself particularly beautiful either. You have short blonde hair and grey eyes. Just then, a girl screams nearby and you look over. In town square a half-dozen people have been attacked by some invisible menace and were turning to jelly as it seems. Suddenly your skin starts to prickle as you feel a sudden change coming on.
Am I turning into jelly now? This is moving fast. When I look in the reflection, I see my stats. Short blonde hair and gray eyes? Is that a reference to that one animation with, oh, I can't remember. Where he goes, I have short blonde hair and gray eyes, and the other guy's like, no. It says here that you have blue eyes. And then they argue back and forth. Oh. Summoner Easter egg, if I recall right. Okay, so people are turning to jelly and my skin starts to prickle. Cool. I will duck hide in transmutation booth. Is that right? Yeah, transmutation. I butchered it. Booth. I don't know what else to do. I think I was just outside of it, so...
You hide yourself in one of the booths. Suddenly a horrible scraped and screeches somewhere behind the walls. Suddenly the door to the booth opens. It's just you. Getting cool in here. I can feel facial hair growing. Must be some kind of temporal wave in the air. A voice says.
I'm so confused. I am utterly confused. So, I'm in the booth, scraped and screeches behind the walls. The booth door opens, and it's me outside the booth. And then I say that? My other me? I don't get it. Okay, alright, cool. I will bid the person goodbye. Ignore the prickling on my skin the best I can and go home, as I think that having just acquired having just acquired, why am I not able to spell today? Dragon body is enough for one day. Getting cool.
You bid the person goodbye, and as you are about to turn your back on him, you are hit really hard.
What?
By what appears to be a crossbow bolt. Your skin becomes incredibly hard and your body simultaneously soaking wet. You fall forward and hit the ground, more because the hardening skin dissolving the fleshy bits underneath you. The dragon within you is alive and well. Stay back, my brothers inside.
I'm still lost. So I got hit by a crossbow bolt. I still don't understand what the dragon within you is alive and well is supposed to mean. embrace dragon within and pull the crossbow bolt out, I guess. Will that give me power? Will that give me the power to heal myself? I have no idea. Stay back, my brother's inside. Who? And why do I just get randomly shot?
Now the rest of the tale is still untold, for just at that time the creature which had released the bolt to hit you let out a very unearthly scream, and then was cut short in its wails by a blade passing through its head. You found yourself lying prone on the ground just inside the edge of the ruins, a beautiful dragon body before you. A dragon which had changed you into a far filthier form than its own black scales could have hoped for.
Wait, what? I wish someone could explain what's happening to me. Okay, cool. I will, so I'm lying prone on the ground. There's a dragon body before me, which I'm no longer assuming is just a body, but like an actual reference to a whole creature. Apparently, when it comes to fantasy lore, I don't know what a dragon body is supposed to be. So, okay, I'm a filthy version of whatever this thing is. Fun. I will play dead.
You lie there, attempting to look as unconscious as possible. You begin getting pulled by a rope tied to your leg into an empty space of the rapidly filling cave with dozens of strange little dragons. Come on. Let's get you to a dragon healer. A uniformed woman screams over the loudspeakers. Your eyes snap open and you find yourself in a long hallway with solid grey walls and polished marble floors.
What? I'm pulled into an empty space in a cave. Then I end up in a long hallway with solid walls and polished marble floors? Is this like a rich dragon's lair? Okay, cool. I guess. I'm gonna talk now. I'm just gonna be like, what's a dragon ackle? What is a dragon ackle healer? Okay, I think that's same spelling. Yes, good.
A dragon healer is someone who specializes in healing injured dragons. It is a highly dangerous occupation, as the fully grown dragons are very accident-prone. They scream wildly and flail about their cockpit chairs when mentally and emotionally unwell. A medical professional must take special care to remove the cockpit blinders and straps without setting off the alarm lest they be destroying little bits of their dearly beloved self-esteem in the process.
I just pictured dragons in like the cockpit of a jet or something like that. Then I realize, oh, they're talking about like a mount on their back. At least I think that's what they're referring to. Because they're talking about straps and blinders, so I'm guessing that's like something on their head. Or like a mount on their back? Okay, sure. Yeah. I'm gonna ask why I'm being brought to a dragon ackle healer. Is this some reference to a book or a movie or some fanfic or something that I'm not familiar with? This seems slightly more developed than I otherwise would have guessed. It's like this is some fantasy setting that I'm not familiar with that it's making reference to.
A cold wind blows strongly outside and you begin to squirm in your seat. Mama, it's very windy out there. I can't fly in this strong of wind anymore. Maybe we should stay inside. You feel a poke in the side of your seat. You roll over to see a dark-haired woman wearing a fuzzy red anorak and somewhat baffled expressions on her face. She looks outright alarmed.
Okay, I am very lost. Wait, what? That got really weird really fast. Having no idea what just happened. I struggle to get onto my feet and seek an exit.
Before you know it, you're outside, fleeing down the main road where a line of burly men and women push you into a metal cage which they close.
Why? Why am I in a cage? Why did you put me in a cage?
You try and stand but instantly fall into a state of in-between. Everything feels like it's underwater, only warmer. As you struggle to swim upwards, you see a slender man with a neatly trimmed beard looking at you. You look pale. Are you all right? I feel like I do after having one too many ales at the pub. You think quickly, but I don't have the pint pot.
Okay. Cool. Check to see if I am still in a cage. Get some water.
You stand in a metal cage, looking around, and eventually you feel the walls of it. With barely any effort you begin to pull yourself up towards the top of the cage as you hear your captors cheering you on with sadistic glee. Several minutes and aching muscles later, you stand proudly on top of the cage looking out at your new audience.
Did they let me out of the cage? What? Okay. Ask what everyone's looking at me for. Alright, let me try and phrase that better. Why everyone's looking at me.
You look around and notice the bloody mass of meat which was once the woman in the anorak and beard gibbering on about something you don't understand. You notice the girl in the red coat laughing excessively as the man tries to shush her, only serving to heighten her mirth as she flips him the bird. Your eyes scan their frightened little faces and settle on a pair who look intelligent and have mild expressions of curiosity.
What? Your eyes scan their frightened little faces? Okay. Nope. Out of the situation unfolding in front of me and walk in the opposite direction hastily.
Whether you take a few steps backwards or outright run off, you're not sure. You do know, however, that there's no way you can take the two men laughing the loudest without looking vulnerable. You immediately look down at your arm and notice several rips in the flapping of your coat. My clothes, you think. You look back up to see several of the people begin advancing on you quickly, waving knives in the air and making now lists.
What is a now list? Okay, what is a now list? Okay, use... There's gotta be a way out of this. Use the power of the dragon within and flap my arms trying to fly away. Oh.
Your wings burst forward as you claw at the air with your hands, desperately trying to stay airborne as you are knocked and scraped along the dirty floor, losing part of your coat in the process. The crowd's attention is quickly averted as a massive explosion tore through the building, starting a fire that could be seen for miles around, strobe lighting the close-packed buildings of the inner city.
Okay. The fact that worked is shocking to me, and the fact that I care about losing part of my coat rather than getting knifed up is a strange a strange set of priorities. Okay. Let's Alright, so there's an explosion. Yeah, my thought exactly. There's just a random explosion that draws everyone's attention, so... Just random stuff is happening. Okay, so a fire that could be seen for miles around, strobe lighting the close-packed buildings of the inner city. Sneak away in the chaos and try to find home.
You seriously doubt you'll escape, but home is still your best shot at getting away right now. 20 people with knives come towards you, 6 firemen pushing fire extinguishers into the building's door, and 10 to 15 other people just looking on in horror. You ignore the blood which coats the floor around you and try to find an escape route. 28 people left.
Wait, what? 28 people left? Why is it keeping numbers of people? There's 20 people with knives coming at me. 6 firemen are here. 10 to 15 other people. I think it's failing on its addition here. Because 10 to 15 other people, 20 people with knives, and the 6 firemen is more than 28 people. Okay, so I'm still being stalked by people with knives. Let's try use the book of essence. I don't know what that'll do, but hey, you know what?
With a defiant roar you hold your hand out and send out a blast of pure draconic energy. The fire erupts into the sky, then you quickly use your shields to bounce off the flames. The force hits you with a great knockback, toppling you over and smacking your head into a blood-stained stone. After what feels like an hour, but in reality was just mere seconds, the flames subside and you stagger up to the fallen men.
Wait, what? So I shoot fire into the sky, then I use my shields to bounce off the flames, and I somehow hit myself and knock myself. I basically kicked my own ass. Wow. Oh, and I hit my head onto a stone. Wow. Rub the spot on my head where I just hit it and look around for a safe escape. Yeah, definitely guys have to stop by a pub if it's not on fire.
You quickly look around. Indeed, one of the men you knocked down and didn't kill hasn't moved. You walk over and stand next to him and begin to fill your lungs with air to shout at the top of your lungs when, bam, he grabs a 12-inch wood and jabs it through your heart.
What?
Blood splatters out of your mouth as you clutch your chest and hold in your rising scream.
Are you kidding? Why did it have me walk over to him? I wouldn't walk over to him. What? Okay, let's try the Book of Essence again. Maybe its mystical power can keep me from dying now that my heart has been stabbed. And I'll say, save me with my last dying breath.
Relentless, you hear the sound of gunshots ringing out and tearing through your friends. Then a wave of flames wash over you.
Guns?
You feel your skin tightening and your body being bathed in fire. You scream and turn to another page.
Wait, so now I'm on fire? And who's shooting guns? I thought I was in, like, the medieval times. These, like, flintlocks or something? Okay. Let's see. Turn to the, how not to die page and invoke the healing powers of the dragon within. I don't know where the guns came from.
Boom. Then, nothingness.
Okay, did I just blow my own head up? I think I was unsuccessful. I think either I just got shot or I just exploded my own head. I don't know what's going on. wait to see what just happened.
"22 seconds have passed since the last moment occurred.
What?
You are currently lying on the ground, your physical body having completely disintegrated. Note that you can't really interact with anything at this point, you can only wait to see what happens next. You can hear the sound of a nearby explosion, then a second one rapidly approaching."
What? I just got incinerated. I just got incinerated, and there's still explosions. What is exploding? Am I in a gas factory or something? Okay, what am I, a spirit? Let's see. 22 seconds. It's very specific. Yeah, maybe the Book of Essence just instantly disintegrated me. Because that's the last thing I used, and then boom, and then nothingness. So, yeah, I'm in the middle of a Michael Bay movie. I just expect a transformer to pop out from somewhere. Okay, so find a dragon body to possess. That's the only thing I could do at this point. My body's disintegrated. Possess. Is that how you spell possess? I guess so. So I may live again. Why specifically dragon body? I have no idea. I'm just going with the inner dragon thing they set up. I gotta work within their rules.
No. With a loud roar, your soul bursts free of your mortal shell.
My mortal
This
shell
is it.
disintegrated.
The choices are flying at you left and right, and the results are already becoming clear. Your soul can only survive in a pure body. You need to find one with no diseases or curses, but that's a lot easier said than done given the sheer amount of gunpowder happening recently.
What?
Your ember body stands as it burns, before you make a dash for cover.
Okay. I think my brain just melted. So, I need to find a body with no diseases or curses to take over. But for some reason, that's easier said than done because of gunpowder happening recently. Your ember body stands as it burns. Okay, so my charred remains are standing. I guess I know what position I died in. Why am I making a dash for cover if I'm like ethereal spirit? Yeah. Gunpowder happening as it does. I guess that's all the explosions, gunpowder. Search for a pure body, so I may live again and go home to feed my pet cat, Mr. Waffles, before he goes hungry.
The souls of the dead were right. Souls can't survive without bodies, but you won't die so easily. Taking one last look at your smoldering corpse, you realize the culprit to come back as a revenant. That means no pets for you.
What?
Now you just need to worry about grabbing a living body so you may live again. Time for some stealing. You speed yourself up to fly above the crowd and carefully dive down.
Okay. So if I understand, if I hit enter, it will continue the story without me having to add input. I'm just gonna see where this goes.
You don't want to accidentally grab someone and risk burning them with your ghost wings, so you enter a state of super speed instead. You slowly crack your neck and scan the crowd, rapidly blanking out what you are feeling until you find what you are looking for. There's the guy. You whisper, pointing at the blacksmith who is angrily working at the forge's strokes as you have seen him many a time.
Wait, what? Yeah, apparently I've been denied a pet. So I'm going to possess a blacksmith? I thought I was okay. All right, cool. I'm a dragon spirit and I'm just going to advance the story one more time and just see what it wants to do with this blacksmith. I crack my neck. I like how I'm a ghost.
He seems like the type that could quietly and efficiently kill someone if they got in his way. You look at what he is forging with a critical eye. It looks something like a cross between a musket and a shotgun, but much bigger. No fires or sparks coming from the pit at this end, which is good. However, you can't make out the mechanism clearly, oddly enough.
Why am I bothering to be so interested in what the blacksmith's doing when I need a body? Yeah, why do ghosts need wings? It's a very good question. I guess he could have say, why do angels have wings? Maybe it's like a status thing. Okay. So now I'm gonna actually do something. Search for body to possess before I... What did it say would happen? It said I can't survive without a body somewhere. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. Yeah. About grabbing a living body so you can... I like how it just completely ignored my input about Mr. Waffle.
Focus on the blacksmith's mind. Why is that? He must have something in there as well, or else he wouldn't be working as a blacksmith. Wait a minute.
Mind?
His daughter. His little girl. You become energized with the possibility that you could possess a living body again.
Wait, what?
In fact, your opportunity has finally arrived with her father holding the body of his daughter right now.
No, I don't want to take the body of the blacksmith if he has a girl, a little girl. I'm not evil. What the heck? This thing's trying to make me out to be evil. Okay, oops. Search for someone else to possess.
You look around and begin to find your pupils. There's the man who only ever sells fishing gear. The woman that always have a huge sack with her. There's the lady consistently trying to sell flowers. 6 people down, 1 to go. Wait. Hold on. Sestova tries to run, but you grab her hand and she turns to ice. Let me go. I'm cold. No, it's too damn hot.
What? So there's a man who sells fishing gear, a woman who always have a huge sack with her, the lady that consistently is trying to sell flowers. You know what? I think the lady with that always has a huge sack, maybe she's secretly a murderer, and maybe she's the one I should do it. I don't know what's with the numbers. Something weird's going on. 6 people down, 1 to go. And who's Sestova? You grab her by her hand and she turns to ice? Is that because I'm a spirit? Okay, well, you know. Maybe I should just ask if she's evil. Or ask this Tova, are you evil? She says yes, then I can do whatever I want without feeling remorseful.
No, there's someone dead in my house and you're the only person on my side. I
What?
don't trust anyone at this point. Trust me, I'm not a bad guy. Well, I'm not sure if I can completely believe you. You pull out a vial of poison. It's your mother's recipe for a sleep potion that's been around since the time of the old empire. You smile at her as you hold it in your hand.
Am I still a ghost? Did it just revive me? Or am I like a ghost with a vial of poison, which happens to be a sleeping potion? I don't want nothing to do with poisoning someone, so whether it's sleep potion or not. Nope, out of situation. And go home. Figuring I have a perfectly good ghostly life now. I must feed, what do I call him? Mr. Waffles. It is far past his feeding time, and I know he'll be worried. Wait. I am sure he'll accept the my new ghostly draconic form. He's not judgmental. Okay, I think that's good.
You quickly ditch the body that's still standing around for everyone to inspect.
What?
Maybe stealing a blacksmith's daughter's body isn't the best, but you
Okay.
solved the problem of being alone and starving. Hopefully she isn't missed. You speed
Wait,
yourself
what?
up and do a quick dash back to your house, arriving in the nick of time. No one is about. Well, no one that is alive.
Oh no, Mr. Waffles is dead. Look for Mr. Waffles.
You look all over your house for that fat cat.
Oh, it made a fat?
Marks, prongs, ornamentation from his customary corner perch are littered about the floor. He's gone.
No!
Perhaps he hid in the house. You drop down into a crouch and begin to slowly move on quiet feet, wrinkling your nose at the smell of rotten food and waste. And there he is, right under the window you recognize. You launch yourself into the air and land on him.
Wait, what? How small am I? Did I become small somewhere? Are spirit dragon things really tiny? I don't know. Alright, cool. I guess... Why would I need to crouch then if I'm tiny? Question my life choices.
Great, now what? You are simultaneously convinced that he is in fact a ghost and that your chosen form is the finished product of terrible dire.
What?
How awkward. He looks at you with a combo of hatred and laziness written all over his fat snout. Hey Mr. Waffles. You might want to get out of there, those flames are getting closer. There's not much time.
Wow. So Mr. Waffles is dead, and he is in fact a ghost. And my chosen form is the finished product of a terrible diet. So what, a terrible diet leads to you being a ghost dragon thing? What'd they call it? A dragon body? Of hatred and laziness all over his fat snout? He hates me? Wow. This game just does not want me to have a loving cat. I don't know either. Um, abandon. Let's see. Abandon traitor ghost cat whom I loved for many years. Return to trying to find a way to come back to life. I'm not. If he's gonna look at me with hatred and laziness and he's already dead, it obviously wants him to hate me, so okay. I'm just gonna abandon that thing and try to come alive again?
You look at your surroundings one last time while the little flames dance around you. Heaving one last heavy sigh, you turn to leave. Mr. Waffles might be a bad influence, but he's also your only company. Of course, maybe that was part of the problem. Sure, he was always around, but you were in no way obligated to put up with him and his selfish antics, or companionship. You could do better for yourself.
What? Did it just write a backstory of a cat that hates me and is selfish? But yet I treated him with companionship and he reciprocated? Okay. Wow. That got really meta really quick. Let's see. Look for part of city. It said this is a city, right? That's not on fire to gather my thoughts. Yeah, I don't know what genre this is either anymore. We went from like medieval to
much better.
contemporary.
There's an almost unnatural quiet stillness that accompanies the destruction around you. Flames burning the people, houses, and stuff in a mile-wide and deep mile-high inferno. A smoke gloom is developing, meaning you're blocked from the sun. You can only make out shapes and movements with difficulty, even though your magic provides much clarity. You walk amidst the smoldering ruins of this once great city. This really happened, you were here and it felt and saw it all.
Did I do this? I've lost track if I started this fire. Did I just set the entire city on fire unknowingly? Okay. Try leave city. Find a new city and dragon. What did it refer to it as? Dragon body? What did it refer to it as? One word? Dragon body to possess so I may live again. I just want to live again and like go to a pub. That's like my goal now.
This place has become absolutely irredeemable. The people, the demons, the gods, the city quarters are all separated by massive walls, security fences and a barely existent police force. Even the Zodias looked like an improvement over this drunken, lawless, violent, mudful shack. However much you hated it there, You do remember that at least while you were here, you didn't die. No more Ibimoto Clyade, no more Mr.
More Mr. Waffles? Is that what it meant to say and it just got cut off? Who is Ibimotoclidi? I don't know who that is. I don't care. So I'm in a bad city full of demons and gods? I don't get it. Find a better city. Please.
You are in for a big surprise. You didn't know how big until you see the city looming before you. It doesn't get much bigger than this. A sprawling metropolis surrounded by towering walls, pickets topped by squire archaic swordsman guards. No gate takes you in though, instead there's a road, long and winding, that snakes through a lower drawbridge to the wooden palace gates half a mile away. Well, no crap, it must be at least a quarter mile.
Okay, well, use ghost dragon wings to fly in to the city. I don't know why I'd need to do that, but it kind of set the standard.
Even with your ghost dragon wings you can't quite make it, so it's a straight glide until your centipedes kick in. You let out a hint as you feel the painful sharpness of the pain all over again. It's been a while, but you do remember about the cut in your leg. Oddly, the pain is coming from there now, as if the limb has no, am I becoming one with my undead dragon body or something?
Wait, what? What? I have a cut in my leg? And I'm becoming one with my undead dragon body? What? I don't even... Undead... Okay, use undead dragon body to get into city. I guess? I don't know. My body burned. Is it just like rematerializing? I don't get it.
Powerful stuff, Magicite. You spot a griffin dressed lightly in plate armor staring down from the walls, and you climb up to spy upon the little bastards. From here you see their commander going on a rampage about being betrayed by the citizens. Those traitors had to be behind this, or they knew where to strike to cause utter chaos during the invasion. Grinning you shift your weight and, ouch, blisters form all over your back as you watch these people run around.
This is fine. That's exactly what was going on. Except I was getting my ass handed to me by mostly myself. I don't know, I guess I'm basically a dragon zombie. I've got blisters forming all over my back, so I must be something. Check to see if I am alive again. Or still a ghost. Because I'm not clear. Game, help me clear this up.
You did it, you are alive again.
What?
You sure you aren't still a ghost though? You feel cold and, other than your complete lack of weight, nothing else seems different. Did you just decide to disembody yourself? Whatever, let's see how these newly formed legs take you around the city. Year 17. To say that things have been stressful is an understatement.
Wait, what? You did it, you're alive again. Are you sure you aren't still a ghost, though? You feel cold, and other than your complete lack of weight, nothing else seems different. Did you just decide to disembody yourself? Um, is it making fun of me? Is it like, of course you're a ghost? You feel cold and other than your complete lack of weight? Is it mocking me? Is that what this thing's doing? Let's see how these newly formed legs take you around the city. And what's it mean, year 17? What's with this game throwing out like random years and numbers and stuff? To say things have been stressful is an understatement. The game is gaslighting me. So look in mirror. Let's just see if it can tell me what I see in a mirror. It'll probably just give me my stats again.
Predictable, you'll bet that Burn Sativa might have something to do with this. It's amazing you didn't kill anyone today. The world seems more fascinating than ever before. You have endless energy and you can control the undead.
What?
Well worth a lifetime of push to and fro, or so you think. A knock on your door snaps you out of your daze. Will this day's events allow you to have a moment? Come in.
Wait, I'm at home? And I have endless energy and the ability to control the undead? Okay. And then there's a knock on my door. So am I back at home? Or am I in like... So this is year 17. Did it just fast forward me 17 years? I think it just fast forwarded me 17 years. And I'm like, I've like got a new home. Do I have a new Mr. Waffles? Did Mr. Waffles come back? Is that you, Mr. Waffles? I shout as I do every time there's a knock on the door. I look to see who's there. I'm not forgetting my goal of going to the pub.
Too funny, as always sensitive and will provide, as a small grey griffin walks in. Its head is barely supported by its human neck, deemed too weak for the powerful beast. Ah, no, Mr. Waffles. How unimportant and silly of me to think that my dearies could see or hear me. Yes, Mr. Waffles, if you don't mind me asking, what has brought on this curious situation?
Wait, what? A small gray griffin walks in, its head barely supported by its human neck. Is it like is it like a gray griffin head on a human body? Is that what it's referring to? Yeah, I really need to go to a pub right now. I'm seeing griffin-headed people walking into my house and bringing up Mr. Waffles. I bid the stranger goodbye as I seek out a pub that... As I seek out a pub. The nearest pub. Yeah, really.
Never mind all this. Come on, I want to catch up on the news. The griffin replied, sniffing the air, rather predictably. Your undead cat may be rare, but damn is it icky to smell.
Undead cat?
The unnatural feline green eyes had a hazy look you don't think was due to the cataract stuck in them. It growled a bit before beginning to speak.
My undead cat may be rare, but damn icky to smell. Did I go back and reanimate the undead body of Mr. Waffles? Bring him to my new home? And this griffin's insulting his smell? Wow. That is quite a turn of events. Nope. Out of the situation again. And continue to find the damn pub. Now.
The pub is gross, but the company is welcome at this point as you begin to regale the griffin with tales of your greatest
follow me?
escapades.
He followed
It earns
me.
a few laughs with its impeccable mimicry and impersonation of you. You've
Wow.
made several new friends enjoying the company of the various races that frequent there. They've provided you with some useful information regarding the invasion on Hessler and the surrounding islands too.
Care about the invasion of Hessla and the surrounding environments. I just want to drink at the pub. Go to pub bartender. Grab his collar in desperation and ask him in a frantic manner, what is going on here? And get me a drink right now. The Griffin imprinted. Yeah, I guess so. That's why it can imitate me so well.
Question. In fact, I shall explain everything. But do not call me a griffin, you'll only get yourself into trouble.
I didn't.
It purrs slowly, and quite amusingly with a heavy Scottish accent.
It
One
purrs
of the other
with a
patrons
Scottish
tries
accent?
to get your attention, but you wave him away brusquely as you concentrate on the griffin.
What? The bartender said, do not call him a griffin, even though I didn't call him a griffin. And it purred? It purred? In a Scottish accent? How do you purr in a Scottish accent? Please tell me. Who purrs with a Scottish accent? I want to hear that. Okay, so face plant on bar. Ask again. Please. I need a drink. Get me something high in alcohol. Because I'm hoping I can wash my confusion away.
Quite okay, sir. Relax and ask your question. I demand to know what the fuck is going on. After getting no response, you slam the bar manager up against it in a desperate attempt to get some sort of answer. He allows himself to laugh and complete his explanation without breaking a fingernail. And that, he says pointing at the griffin, my friend, is why you have gotten yourself into so much trouble.
I just love it when the game puts words in my mouth. So now I'm threatening the bar manager? I'm confused. Step away from the bar. Drink nearest patrons beer right out from under their nose in desperation.
Sorry about that, I tend to get a little anxious when people start messing with my drink. You laugh, the grizzled barkeep gently. Seriously though, this griffin is a fell crane. You sit down immediately, numb to the conversation, your mind frozen. Fells, what were you thinking dealing with something like that? You graduate top of our class, everyone. You deal with troublesome mongrels on a regular basis and you know how to handle them.
Yeah, So I got the Book of Essence. When I got the Book of Essence, for some reason, symbols started glowing. I touched them, and that summoned a wyvern. And for some reason, riding the wyvern, I was turned into a dragon body with a wyvern tail, if I recall right. Then a bunch of random crap went down. And then explosions happened. And I got put into a cage because I noped out of the situation repeatedly. And while I was walking away, I just randomly got thrown into a cage. Then people started dying. People with knives started threatening me. Explosions happened, and then I became a ghost dragon that had to fly with ghost wings. Then I got rejected by my pet cat, Mr. Waffles, who apparently died. Then I guess 17 years pass when I go to another city and I've reanimated Mr. Waffles and I have an undead cat. I'm apparently very aggressive at this pub. I apparently have become mentally ill over the 17 years, which is not surprising. And I have like a griffin sidekick that seems to be following me everywhere I go. That's my best attempt to kind of follow the story along. So, it just ignored my attempt to get any type of drink. So maybe I should go to another pub. Go to different pub. Leave situation right now. Say nothing. Just go to a different pub and act normal. Press enter. Dragon. There. I don't know how much more clear I can get that I don't want to be screwing with people. I just want to go into a pub and get a drink.
Thank the bar owner heartily for his time and go to a different pub immediately.
Alright, live. Okay. Hopefully this has resolved itself. Maybe. Is it back? I think I'm back. Ooh. Such a high latency on my end. Yeah, it's back. Okay. Sorry about that. Internet connection is reestablished. I don't know why it just cut out there, but apparently I've spent weeks and months and who knows how long in this new pub. And I'm confused as to what's happening because a voice is talking to me. So I'm going to listen to voice.
Come on, D, what's going on? You think to yourself as you hear the voice again. The power is strong tonight and you're not under 18 yet, so it's actually legal. How fucked is that? Anyway, you need to talk to your buddy about this whole war deal and these powers and shit. Alright, listen up, human, because I'm only going to say this once. This is probably the perfectly safe place he is talking about.
The power is strong tonight and you're not under 18 yet. Not under 18 yet? So it's actually legal? How fucked is that? Pretty screwed up. That is a very weird statement. I never thought I'd be saying to myself ever. Why am I referring to him as human? Am I still a dragon and I'm just not... I don't get it. Am I still a dragon? I need to make this distinction. There's a big difference in approach if I'm a dragon.
Yeah, you're still a flying lizard stuck in a man's body. All
Oh,
right,
okay.
then, what did you want to say? You bark utterances. The cost of communication is being forced to think like a human again. Really, really fucking annoying. You'd snap your mind back to the pure instinct mindset, but that'd probably panic D and lead to your certain death. Really, it is a hell of a lot safer to remain in this mindset.
Yeah, you're still a flying lizard stuck in a man's body. The cost of communication is being forced to think like a human. So I'm a dragon spirit in a human body, and that's dumbing me down. Wow. That's pretty amazing. The fact it's even followed that along through this weird storyline is really weird. Or actually quite amazing. Because it's kept better track of that than I have anything else going on. Okay, so... should I just go to another transmutation booth? I just want a drink. Maybe if I'm not forced to think like a human, I can actually get a drink. Go to transmutation booth to become a dragon again. That is what I referred to it as, right? A transmutation booth? Because I made the Futurama reference, which was a suicide booth. I'm just going to assume that that's what I need to do. I don't know how that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. You're other Ken? No, I'm just a human. I guess.
Okay. You reply preoccupied with picking a safe spot. Nice, good choice, good see you in a moment. You enter the booth and quickly change back into your natural body that is acclimated to. After the quick metamorphosis, you wave D off saying you need to work on something private for a moment, marveling at the extreme fatigue you receive once you're back in normal dragon form.
Wow. All right, so apparently, all right, I'm a dragon again. I don't know how that became a thing, but maybe now I can go to the pub and actually get a drink. Now, all right, so now that I am a dragon again, return to the pub to get a beer. I hate beer, by the way. I don't mind like wine coolers, like Mike's Hard Lemonade and things like that. I don't like beer. It tastes like dirty water. I don't know. But in this world, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna get a beer at the pub, because if I said anything else, this thing is gonna blow up the city again, I'm sure. So let's do that and see if this gets me somewhere.
You've been there a while and you haven't seen D yet. You figure he's having problems getting rid of that monster.
What monster?
You begin to worry, but then again, what do you know? You didn't go through the pains of creating undead abominations only to have your secret disclosed. Can't fathom being under that much pressure. The stress of being attractive creates enough havoc in his life as it is. You're rather glad you married a human.
What? I'm married? D is someone I'm married to? When did I become married? And wait, wasn't a D a guy? Try to remember what sex gender D is. Apparently married. I'm confused.
Human, huh? You rub your chin and eyes. Yes, human. That scar on his side must be from a recent operation. No wait, that's a long scar. Man, you need some pipeweed. Wish you brought
Pipeweed?
some with you. Well, there are always the streets, of course, we're always good for a few smokes. There goes D now. He's pretty nervous, you've decided. Shit. He's waving for you, he's got a passenger.
Alright, so D is a dude, and I'm married to him. So I'm a dragon married to a male human. Alright. Now I'm clear on what's going on. In a general overarching way. I don't know what's this going on about pipeweed and stuff. Just smoke a blunt. Smoke some pipe weed. And he's waving for you. He's got a passenger. Be the passenger. I don't know. Is this a coach or something? Or did we just go into modern times and this is like a stretch limo?
You thought you were leaving D to drive, but your skills of
Oh, it's a
observation
car.
were
Okay.
wrong. You don't think the flight here was even possible without some magical help. Without the flying carpet, D wouldn't have arrived here in a timely manner. Sometimes you still can't believe you trusted the demon with your best friend. If that had been you, well, you don't think you would have survived. Let's not even discuss what may have become of Gerald.
Who's Gerald? Wait, so D's a demon that flew here on a magic carpet? What is going on? I'm married to a demon that flies on a magic carpet. And I'm a dragon. Okay. It didn't actually say I smoked pipeweed though, so I've still failed to get a beer or smoke pipeweed. I am just a failure of a dragon. Get out of ancient car in this not ancient, mythical world, and go get a beer from the what do you call it? Shopkeep. Maybe I can get around it. Maybe I can buy a beer and then drink it at
After
a
sitting
shop.
in the same position for who knows how long, looking steadily at the passenger, you become aware that your butt begins to cramp. You can hear the speaker droning on and on about the proximity of the next glyph, but you don't take much notice, your butt's still agonizing in pain. You hear some sniffling sounds and an eye witness the most beautiful sight you have ever seen cry out, "Do you want a tissue?"
Wait, what? Why is my butt hurt? Why is my butt agonizing in pain? Check to see why my butt hurts. I'm kind of worried. This could go in a dark direction.
You realize you still are clutching a lit cigarette from earlier in the week, even after your non-smoking pledge. You
What?
quickly drop it to the ashtray and wince in pain as the skin is burned. Ouch. Pain made at. You don't have time to worry about minor burns though, time to move on to a new plan. Regardless of any scam you've ran into, there is always a first time for everything.
Wait, I was smoking? No. I was just clutching a cigarette from earlier in the week? It was burning the whole week and I just burned myself with it? So I made a non-smoking pledge and I made a non-smoking pledge and I just held a lit cigarette from earlier in the week that just burned through the whole week. So I played good on my non-smoking pledge because it's doesn't say I smoked it, it's still lit. How's that even work? Is it a magic cigarette that just never burns out? Okay, so I had no idea I smoked cigarettes. So I'm a dragon that smokes cigarettes but can't get a drink or smoke weed. Pipe weed. Go to the hospital? Okay. I go to a hospital looking for a... Wait, what was the name for the dragon healer? What was the name? There was... Can I scroll up? Who knows how high it is? What's the name for Wyvern? They dragged me to someone that heals dragons, they called it. That's it, Dragon Ackle. For a Dragon Ackle healer.
You didn't burn yourself too badly on the cigarette if you still felt it smart off. Your hand goes to your jeans pocket slowly and feel a familiar shape. Yeah, cool guy you are. You remember taking out some of your savings and stashing it under your waistband. You reach in and feel both your savings and your unnatural hot girl's phone.
What?
Aspirin or Advil? What's the best way to get a checkup for a possible demonic possession?
What? Wait. Let me digest this. So I've got jeans on. So apparently I'm humanoid. So I'm a humanoid dragon. I've got savings. And your unnatural hot girl's phone. So I have a random hot girl's phone? What's the best way to... Aspirin or Advil? What's the best way to check up for a possible demonic possession? Aspirin. Did it even spell it right? I guess it did. Aspirin. Obviously. Can you spare it?
Taking out $15 bills, you immediately find the pill bottles, and pop 2 painkillers the morning after a near-lethal injury. Same old you.
Wow.
Grabbing the bottle labeled 2 milligrams, you head back to the bar where you remembered seeing someone leaving earlier. It's been a while since you've been in here, so you try to get your bearings before going up to the pretty barmaid. It seems that most have already cleared out Monday.
Slink up to barmaid. And ask, do you serve dragons in jeans here? Because I really need a beer or a doctor, and I can't say which I need more. I'm just gonna totally confuse the algorithm, I just know it.
Having gotten your mind off your aching butt, you are like some flannel pajamas
wrong with my
and
butt?
flip-flops. Might as well be comfy for the night, right? You might have to go out looking for a new career path if you end up staying here too long anyway. Not surprisingly, she hasn't left and recognizes you immediately, as well as takes your money. Like a true professional, you then take a seat in a booth looking over your newfound treasure.
Wait, what? Did I just hire a prostitute? I'm not entirely clear, but I think I might have just hired a prostitute. You'll light some flannel pajamas and flip-flops? What's it mean light? Do I just set them on fire? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just hired a prostitute. Okay, so let's nope out of the situation again. I think I'm just permanently butthurt. Nope out of situation and search for a doctor to inspect my butt, which has apparently been hurting badly for a long time. How's the AI doing?
You have had this lurking suspicion about the crazy guy down the street. He hasn't gone over there in a few days, and the guy is clearly bonkers. In fact, he has been losing his house lately and becoming homeless. Finally, some good press for the city. As soon as the BGE guys finish up with their night's festivities, you are stomping on smoke trees and heading over to harass the old guy.
Okay, just ignored what I said. Dang it. Find doctor to check my butt. Is this gonna be as hard as getting a beer?
Hold on one damn minute. You say getting up to go in the other room. A few minutes later you step back out with a man who looks like he is around your same age, but at a different weight. He has no patience for fatness though and has compressed his physique under the obligation of wearing a dress. You can appreciate the pursuit of physical attractiveness. It was just him, or rather her, out-of-shape ugly complexioned loser.
Did I just call a crossdresser a out-of-shape, ugly, complexioned loser? This game is cruel. Oh my god. Okay. Nope. Out of insulting situation. Go to hospital to find a butt doctor. Why does this game want me to be an ass? I don't get it.
Big Daddy Armpit Face who lives down the street told me I needed a doctor, so here I am, you say. Who is Big Daddy Armpit Face? He asks while poking at your butt. As if okay, his head finally turns and indeed you see the awful face. Well, what's left of it thanks to your pull in the other direction?
Um, what? Who is Big Daddy Armpit Face? He asks while poking at your butt. I am lost for words. What? I am broken. I don't know what is going on. Why? Big Daddy Armpit Face, who lives down the street, told me I needed a doctor. So here I am. Well, stranger danger. Search for escape.
Pressing your shoulder against the door, you firmly push it open and move inside. One of the emergency lights comes on and illuminates your hallway, giving enough that you don't trip over the cord coming from the ceiling. The drapes in the window on your right now block your view of the front, but the noise has died down, so you make your way towards it. As you walk down the hallway, you can see rooms numbered 13 to 16.
Okay. Go into, I'm just gonna play along, room 15. Go into room 15. As long as it gets me away from Big Daddy Armpit
As you push open the door, you
Face.
hear a man's voice come on. I said stop. He says you just look at him and a long pause ensues before he finally fills it. You the doctor? Nope, I'm his son. You reply. He is silent once more and you carefully step over toward him in the creaks of the house. Well, I knew it was too good to be true.
Am I in a hospital? Is that why there's hallways with numbered rooms? And I just walked into a room with a patient in it? And when he asks me if I'm the doctor, I'm like, nope, I'm his son. Why am I just making stuff up? I knew it was too good to be true. If a stranger walks into your hospital room and you say, are you the doctor? And they're like, nope, I'm his son. I don't know if any like sane person would reply, well, I knew it was too good to be true. So why has this person been waiting in this room forever? I think what I took was an aspirin. It was 2 milligrams for one. Aspirin does not come in 2 milligrams. And I think I might just be hallucinating. Alright, so go back out. Check room 16.
As he heads down the stairs, you give a sigh of relief, gritting your teeth at the growing burn beneath your sweatpants. You assume he has headed back to the party and, judging by the light in room, soon find that you were correct. You quickly gather that his visitors have all left, so begins to groan as loudly as you can, trying to penetrate the door of room 15. It takes a while for him to hear you, but soon the door cracks and a blurry face appears.
Gritting your teeth at the growing burn beneath your sweatpants. Okay, this has painted me into a very colorful character. So you quickly gather that his vegetable left foot groan loudly as you can. Ignore blurry face. Find exit and get the F out.
The screaming from room 15 probably did not go unnoticed, and moments later the door bursts open and the party guy stands above you in the hallway. What the fuck are you doing, boy?
What? Boy? What? There's a mistake. I am just the pizza delivery guy. I've got to go. Thanks for the tip, by the way. I say as I head for the exit in panicked, in fearful disbelief.
He stares for some time and you get a little uneasy, but he finally steps back and waves you inside. Just show yourself out. Slowly shaking your head in disbelief at the situation, you stumble out to the parking lot.
I got out!
You
It
don't
worked!
even know how you got yourself into this. It must have been the Long Island iced tea. Who even drinks that shit anymore? You are pulled from your thoughts by the large bumps in the middle of each road and the tall fences alongside them.
Wait, so I finally got my drink? I drank a Long Island iced tea? When did that happen? Go, now that I'm outside, go to hospital. I need to get my butt examined.
He is still asleep. Beautiful man. Across the room there is a large waiting room where you see a huge-ass TV, lots of chairs and couches and a soda machine. You walk up to the counter and ask the lady behind the desk if she knows the doctor. She types something into her computer and then seems to groan mid-sentence. I hate those people.
Okay. A, don't know what the beautiful man thing's about. B, this sounds like a typical receptionist. This is totally believable. Hello, ma'am. I wish to get my butt examined and my brain, checked. I think I am going insane. Yeah, what happened to my husband person?
She scans you with cold eyes and then puts two and two together. Wait here, my Jesus. She says as she turns away from the desk and walks toward an examining room in the back of the office. She returns with a black man who is average built with bald head and bright red cheeks.
Okay, mildly racist. What is she talking about? Wait here, my Jesus? Hello? Doctor? I ask hesitantly.
No, I am not the doctor. In fact, you'd better sit down. He gets right to the point. Are you on Big Diesel or something? He asks in a no-nonsense tone. I wish. But no, I'm on no medication that'll make me speed up like that large stuff coming out of your nose. You reply. Nose comes up and you take notice that he has few hairs protruding in random directions from his round bald spot.
Oh my god. Is everyone on something? I think I just need to go to a different town. Why do I keep getting into stranger danger? I don't get it. Okay, so I keep getting myself into situations I just escape. Let's check to see if I still have inner dragon. If I do. If I do.
Your hand remains in the small of your back and you notice your butt is not sore. It has healed to its normal length. Mister, you have a very small firecracker in your backside. I think it may have gone off when Daddy popped the button on his jeans. You tilt your head a bit now, let's try this again. What are you doing here?
Hey, what? What? Okay. My butt has healed. My butt has healed to its normal length. What? Why? My butt hasn't healed to its normal length. Mister, you have a very small firecracker in your backside. I think it may have gone off when Daddy popped that button on his cheeks. Okay. Alright. Oh, alright. I don't even know what to do. Uh, let's see. What is appropriate? Excuse me. I am just the pizza delivery guy. I have got to go. I know I just did this, but for some reason, things got really weird really fast. And all I know is my butt has healed to its normal length. So I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna leave.
Heh, you are quick. Now I understand why you came here. There it is. You sit down on a comfy couch and notice that the room has a whole carnival atmosphere to it. Ribbing all forms of omni-rack with V-scene signs prohibiting passenger sit. Wow. They should make shows like this on TV. You mentioned you came from the house next door. We were having a little.
I'm just gonna advance it because I don't know where to go.
Through the red tape. Yeah, I know already. Piss off. He runs his fingers through his classy grey hair. My name is Forrest. Nice to meet you, Chuck. Then he notices the exit sign, get out of here. He says as he waves his hands in a circular motion, then chopping them in an odd way switch.
Run out the exit. You pizza Jesus.
I'll go back to the house and let them know you are coming so your dad can get you moved out sometime this century, couple with your fancy career. He nods several times while wrapping his hands on his solid wood desk. Thank you, he says simply. About what you need?
Am I still a dragon? I keep having to check this because I'm not clear. This game's sending very mixed messages.
He crosses his bulging arms. You write a good letter, Mr. Cross. I think and think about what you need. Then I decide. Decide? Need a decision of some sort. Maybe more than one. But, before I decide, there is one thing I need from you. And what is that? You are already wondering if he is going to ask you to churn out fudge sauce or grade AB.
Wait, what? Churn out fudge sauce or grade A. I don't even want to know what the game is implying by that. I really don't. I really don't. I'm a wizard, right? Cast magic missile. Come on, just give me this game.
When I was your age, I was a wizard, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my life. The problem, wizards are supposed to be kid-friendly. But I wasn't. The spell tray has sort of run out for this round, but why not? You release the most powerful magic missile you've got at Forest 2 evaporates into a watery shadow. Fuck. Now for the interesting bit.
Okay, so I just eviscerated him with the magic missile. And now for the interesting bit? Let's roll the dice here again. I have a few questions.
So
Me too.
You ask. That I was a wizard, and not to care what anyone else thought. He gives a little chuckle as the atmosphere becomes more relaxed, as though several burdens were just lifted off of him. Suddenly he was smell. Time for me to get back to it, and that decision ain't necessarily gonna come quickly.
Shoot at him with magic missile. I'm just gonna like start evaporating people. This has gotten way too weird. Am I butchering missile? Okay. Wait, what? Missile. Whatever. Did not send. I said. Alright, whatever.
But I will tell you this, before I make my decision for you, the world needs to know just how powerful you. He goes over and pulls a door open behind him. You hesitate, but follow. And as you step through that door, your eyes land on an empty room. There are definitely exits to the rear though, and a solid metal door facing you. You are standing before a metal door with a key card reader above the handle.
Go to exit. Leave. Game keeps pushing me. Yeah.
You walk back to the door you came through, and punch in the code with shaking hands. As soon as you stab your hand into hole 3, the door clicks and whirs open. There is a short hallway at the end of the dimly illuminated room. Above the doorway is another exit sign. An arrow pointing upward. Even if you knew what direction west was in relation to everything else you'd done today, you still wouldn't want to go that way.
Am I in a lab or something? I don't get it. So did I just lose all my magical abilities and I'm no longer a dragon, I'm just some random dude? Did the game just lose that? I need to do something drastic if the game will let me.
You see Jen easily reach down the back of your shirt and bring out a slightly burnt spoon which you bring to your face for a closer inspection. Doubt its usefulness, but it's just precious to you. I'm really bad with teeth marks, but I guess it's from the time they took prison tea and milk and mixed it up with whatever the hell that stuff Charlie got me. You think as you feed on the spoon end and then place the now empty spoon into your pocket.
What? I didn't follow that in the least. Okay, once again. Channel inner dragon. I need to escape. Come on. Come on. Acknowledge it.
You feel that fast and deep shaking for a moment and then begin to shudder immediately. You sit quietly looking around, your eyes seeing double, watching these areas and listings with the speed eliminated directly because of your enhanced 5 senses, but still not sure whether you are actually seeing or just remembering a listing. You watch shared portions of everything you saw today, first with your mom and dad.
Wait, where did my mom and dad... Wait, what? I don't know what just happened. I don't get it. Become dragon. If I'm not already.
Greater
I'm
than
still
you
not
become
clear.
dragon.
You become dragon.
You watch on as everyone else agrees to the deadline and then simultaneously come under attack for different reasons. Your dad, towards the close of it all, quiets down a bit, but his flow of vitriol is constant and unchecked. You keep thinking he must have had a bad day yesterday, but judging by what you heard him talk about at the time, you are pretty sure he is always this way.
Okay, is it just ignoring everything I say now? Did I break it? Check if I am dragon. Apparently that is a capability that has now left me.
You are definitely part dragon. This is more or less confirmed as you experience a smaller version of the mouth reflex and find yourself going down the hallway towards the rear of the house after hearing your stepmom's screams. You don't think and put her or decide to for now. You can ask about her in a bit after dealing with what's in the room on the left side of your hallway. And here we have the dangerous wild card.
What, me? Fly away.
After hearing your stepmom getting pummeled full on, you extend and inflate your lungs, giving a slight whistle. The attack is definitely repelled back by the power of your aspire. I wonder how strong the rest of them are. There were multiple of them after all. You mutter and head out the nearest exit, just before security shows up.
Okay, it's not flying, but at least I went out the exit finally. Fly into sky.
You wiggle your little torso and glide over to the balcony outside your room. You maneuver your way around remnants of pizza that someone must have dropped earlier. So much for flying in the house being out of the question, and think, now you've dealt with far too much for anyone to be able to stop you now. You let your lungs deflate slowly and slowly test them again.
I'm not entirely clear as to what's happening here, but I flew. Something having to do with my lungs, but okay. You wiggle your little torso and glide over to the balcony outside your room. Go to bed.
You collapse into bed and are almost able to banish all memories of him for the rest of the night. Ending. You say to yourself several milliseconds later as you begin falling asleep yourself when you remember getting something from your mom's office before heading out. You sit bolt upright and think to yourself, I had nearly forgot about that. You pack everything up quickly and head into the bathroom where you rid yourself of the small package.
What? Did I just wish for an ending and just completely screw it up? Remember that I don't give a crap and go back to bed. Probably the hymn's probably the husband.
After dealing with it all, you head back into bed and begin trying to fall back asleep, but after several minutes you are forced back awake once more. Ending. You think as your head is struck, causing the most incredible vision you've ever seen to fill your vision. A green dragon shaped like a snake, hundreds of long speared green scales surrounded by strange glowing markings, two large red ovals like eyes that covers most of its face but still allows for it to see.
Okay. Ask it, what are you and why can't I sleep?
You wake yourself up screaming and a new voice demands, "Shh, what's wrong?" You dry heave a bit as you go over to the light switch and flick it on. Mum, you ask. You look at your reflection in the hall mirror. Your face is worn and tired looking, you are covered in little bits of trash and debris that only a tired parent could love.
Wait, what? Did I just mistake myself as my mother in a mirror? Or is she actually there? And did I just, like, am I youthing as time goes on? Is this confirming the early weird statement when it said I wasn't even 18 yet? I was older. I wasn't even as young as 18 or something like that. I forget its wording. I probably need aspirin. You know what? I think you're right. Go to bathroom. Guzzle bottle of aspirin. Why does it not like the spelling of aspirin? Oh, because it's not right.
You head to the bathroom and guzzle down a full bottle of aspirin that you found. Sorry if there are none available in limited quantities to readers, after wincing at the taste and swallowing one. They're on their way now, but are you okay? Your mom asks while you dress. Yeah, I'm fine. You grab your duster and regulate your breathing before heading down the stairs.
Why did I grab a duster? Why am I a child? Where did my mother come from? Was this whole storyline just a weird dream? I bet that's what that is. That's got to be canon. I'm just a kid that watched too many movies and had a really weird dream. That would explain it all. That would be great if that was the whole story. This is just like a fever dream of some child. Ask mom. Let's see if I can confirm that. Am I a dragon? No, I think I'm just a kid with like a weird dream.
For a second before saying, huh? You take a deep breath and explain about the dream and the man. She looks even more confused now, but you know she will ask kid questions now, so that is all you need for now. Luckily she does, and you pick yours.
That's it! This was all just a weird dream of some kid. That's actually a really clever way to explain everything. Yeah. Yep, too much sugar before bed. Wow. So I'm not a dragon. I'm just a kid talking to his mom, and it just confirmed it there. Explain about the dream and the man. The man must be my husband. So this was all just a fever dream of some kid. What a weird storyline. Yeah. It's like Alice in Wonderland, only way more screwed up, for sure. Oh, that was great. Alright, so what do I do now? Go to school. Never eat a gallon of ice cream before bed again, and live happily ever after.
You look at the front of the theater and read the time. As curious as you are, you still remember that it is early enough that you can see something from a distance. You'll make the drive in case it is necessary, but just now you really want to know what is going on.
No, don't
Well,
drag
you
this
really
on.
don't have anything else to do today, so, well, you meet some new people, eat some ice cream if you want, and see a movie.
No thanks. I am a good kid. I say before going home and living happily ever after as a dragon child. Plot twist. Oh.
She looks at you confused for a moment. Well, that's sod. I thought for sure you'd want to go. Okay then, if you really feel that way, then here you go, son. And with those words she hands you $1 and a pile of change. You thank her and head off to the movie theater. After passing through automatic doors, you find yourself in a relatively clean area with only TH. To your right you see someone else waiting to get in.
Okay, well, live happily ever after. Game over.
You aren't sure what is happening, but you think that today is the day that everything is going to change.
Stop foreshadowing. Game over.
You head into a movie theater and find a seat as far from anyone else as possible. Once seated, you put the dollar bill to good use and get yourself a large-sized Diet Coke.
Like that would ever
Other
cost
things
that
we do
much
for
in a
future
movie
game
theater?
makers. You eagerly wait for the movie to start so that you can have something exciting going on in the movie theme park. It is only 1:35, but you decide that once the previews start, that you will leave.
Once the previews start, I'm gonna leave. That's exactly what every kid ever has done. They just go into a movie theater, watch the previews, and leave with their $1.50 soda. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to call it there. I think that the whole thing being a screwed up child's dream is a great way to end the story, given how insanely confusing it was, but yet still having some semblance of some sort of structure going on, at least through most of it. So, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there for now, and unfortunately, I need to get some sleep. So, thank you all for watching, and take it easy. I'll have to do this again very soon, because that was way too entertaining. Maybe I can get a plot line that flows a little bit more naturally. I guess I could have done a better job at actually carrying the story forward rather than just noping out of every situation. I think that's what threw it off. But yeah. Yeah, Sir Berkelak? Sir Berkelak? Yeah, once I finish streaming, I think the whole thing should be available on the channel, so feel free to check out the bits you missed. But yeah, I think it's been going on for about over 2 hours, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Anyway, thank you so much for watching.